Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Brakadash, Babylonians to the apostles and elders who rule by that great millstone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiums in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Alright, the covenant lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, the 1/3, men, women, and children, confusion of faces, Israelite that scattered among these heathen nations. Right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the chosen people of the Most High. You are the children of God. Right, you are the Israelite. Yasharallah, he prince of the power. Right, you gotta repent, turn away from the ways of this wicked world. You know, all the customs of this world, you know, they celebrate that you take part in is contrary to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So, you know, I was having this conversation with a friend I know, you know, from way back since school days, you know, high school. And we was talking about what safe sex, right? So it triggered something in me. I said, you know what? These people teach you about safe sex, which is totally contrary to the Most High, and what the Most High teach us about safe sex, right? So they say safe sex is a sexual activity in which people take precaution to protect themselves against sexual transmitted disease such as AIDS, right? And why we get this disease, right? Why we get STD, sexual transmitted disease, right? AIDS and all these other STD that we pick up is because we going contrary to what the Most High tell us to do, right? You understand? You thinking if you use a condom you can't get AIDS? Hey, you can put on 3-4 condom, you're gonna still get AIDS. Once the Most High said this is your judgment that you can get AIDS, it's AIDS you can get. This is why the Most High say you're not supposed to touch another man or woman, and you women not supposed to have multiple men. This where these diseases come from, because there's adultery, and what the Most High is do, the Most High is plague you with these diseases. He's the one who's plagued you with these diseases, because the Most High give we straight commandment, right? How we supposed to conduct ourselves sexually, right? A woman supposed to only have one man. That is safe sex, right? A man can have multiple women. If a man have 4 women, there's the only man that touching those 4 women. That is where it's called clean, protected, safe sex. You understand? It's only that man alone touching these 4 women, or touching these 2 women. But when you women got multiple sex partner, and you men going on into other men, women, this is when the Most High is plague you with those disease, the STD. So you can wear condom. You understand? They're not gonna prevent you from being plagued by the Most High. So this man tell you safe sex is what is taking precaution or protecting yourself. You understand? Which means to say use a condom. A condom is a evil thing. You understand? Because the Most High said in the scripture, therefore, in 1 Timothy 5:14, I therefore that the young women, that's roughly paraphrasing, that the young women marry, bear children. You understand? Bear children. You understand? So if you don't wanna be pregnant, hey, don't be with a man. Right? But today, our people are wicked by following the ways of the heathen. They're going on parent planninghood. They're taking injection. They're taking pills. They're tying off their womb. And all these kind of evil thing our women doing because they want to be hoes and slut. And that's why you're being plagued with these sexual transmitted disease, because we're going contrary to what the Most High teach us what is safe sex. Right? Let me get some precept. Right? I want to start with Deuteronomy 28. Right? Show y'all something. The Most High don't play. Right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Lord Yahweh thy power, then the Lord Yahweh will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues, and of long continuous and sore sickness, and long continuous. You understand? So the Most High say, if you don't do the things that He say, which is the law, statutes, and commandment, you're gonna be plagued. You're gonna be plagued with these long continuing and sore sickness. You understand? You're going to be plagued with these things. So let me see some of the things that the Most High said do not do when it comes to sexual, when it comes to having sex with a woman or a woman having sex with a man. Right? Let me go to some of these things. Right? This is a motherfucker. Let me get Exodus first. We just got to follow the orders of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We just got to do what the Most High say. And we're not going to be plagued with this disease. Right? This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. Right? Let me read verse 14 and jump to verse 17. Thou shalt not commit adultery. What's adultery? Let me go and see what's adultery. Right? Thou shalt not commit adultery. Right? This is adultery. Not like with these people's teach out there. If you have a woman and you go and lay with another woman, right? If the woman don't have a man and you lay with another woman who don't have a man, they would say there's adultery because you went and laid with another woman. No, that's not adultery. A man have the privilege. He could do that. What is adultery? Is when you go and lay with another man, woman. That is adultery. According to the scriptures, a man can have multiple wives once he can afford it, once he can take care of them. You understand? Right? So this is adultery. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. He said, and a man that committed adultery with another man's wife, so that is adultery. When you lay with another man's wife. If you have a woman and you lay with the next woman who have a man, that is not adultery. That is lawful. You could do that. A man, you Israelite men could do that. You understand? That's why I mentioned earlier, if a man have 2 or 3 or 4 women, and that man alone lay with them, that is safe sex. God, they're not going on to other men. You understand? They lay with that one man and one man alone. So that is safe sex. You understand? Right? It's Leviticus chapter 20 verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterers and adulterers shall surely be put to death, because that's detrimental. They're going to bring disease and all kind of thing. That's detrimental. That man alone is supposed to push you right up in there. No multiple man is supposed to push it right up in you women. That is unsafe sex. That's unprotected sex. They like to say condom is if you don't use a condom is unprotected sex. This is why you so-called people got to be destroyed. You are confusion. Right? And condom is an evil thing. So the Most High say, if you don't do, we say all these, he can bring these plagues upon you. You understand? You see, he's gonna bring these plagues upon you, right? This is Leviticus chapter 18. Right? Leviticus chapter 18, verse 4. He shall do my judgment and keep my ordinance to walk therein. I am the Lord Yahweh your power. He shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgment, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord Yahweh. None of you shall approach to any that is near kin of him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord Yahweh. You understand? So you father might dealing with if you say your father might dealing with a young thing. I know I should might try to throw it on you. Hey, you're supposed to move away from that. You're not supposed to uncover your father's nakedness. Right? Some men say, hey, this is not my mother. You understand? That's I think my father beat. I could be the two. No, that's wickedness. That's adultery. That's why the Most High is plagued with sexual disease. One rat supposed to go up. A woman supposed to be taking one rat in her pussy. A rat could go in multiple pussy. You understand? Right? Verse 7. He said, the nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother thou shalt not uncover. She is thy mother, and thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You understand? Right? He said, the nakedness of thy father's wife thou shalt not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. So these is where it's called safe sex. Right? Unrighteousness to pure. Right? You understand? He said, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son, daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is thine own nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You got men who want to pop their stepsister. No, that's your sister. She come from your father's loins. That's your sister. You understand? Right? Verse 12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinsman. They got men who pop in the auntie. So that's why we get all these sexual disease. You understand? Right? Verse 13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thy aunt. You understand? Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. So the government popping the son woman. And that's how you people get plagued with all these STD. You understand? Right? Right? Read back verse 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. Read back verse 15. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. The God men beating out their brother thing. There's adultery. And that's why the Most High is plagued you with that. Hey, with King David. When King David committed adultery with Bathsheba, which is Uriah the Hittite. He committed adultery with one of his soldiers' wife. What the Most High do? The Most High plague King David with what? With burning in his loins with a STD. Let me get that. The Most High plague him with that. Right? You understand? Right? This is Psalms. Right? This is Psalm chapter 38. And start from verse 1. He said, O Lord, Yahweh, rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me with thy hot displeasure. For thy arrows stick fast in me, and thy hands presseth me sore. There is no soundness in my flesh because of thine anger, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sins. Yeah, you have no soundness in your flesh, meaning you're uneasy. When you get plagued with disease, meaning body not at ease. That's what disease mean. The body not at ease. The Most High plague you with those disease, right? Because you're going contrary to what the Most High say, right? Verse 4, for my iniquity are gone over my head as an heavy burden. They are too heavy for me. My womb, he said, my wounds stick and are corrupt because of my foolishness. I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly. I am going mourning all the day long. My loins are filled with loathsome disease. His loins is rad. A man carry loin, right? You ever feel that your rat burning you when you're taking a leak? It burning, or when you're having sex with a woman, burning because it's disease. The Most High plague you with disease because when you're committing adultery, you're popping out of my wife. Men going up in men. I don't think it's always get plagued with disease because you pushing your rat in a shit tank. You understand? Women taking dildo and push it up in the private part. This is where the Most High can plague you with these things. You understand? Right? He said, for my loins was filled with loathsome disease, and there was no soundness in my flesh. Right? You understand? There was no soundness in his flesh. Right? So back in so the Most High is who's plagued with them disease. Right? So back in Leviticus, right, Leviticus chapter 18, verse let me read back verse 16. It said, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. The God meant popping the mother and the daughter. No. The Most High can plague you with disease. Right? Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter, nor her daughter to uncover her nakedness. For they are her near kins women. It is wickedness. You understand? Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. You understand? Right? So you're not supposed to, these things that we're not supposed to be doing. Right? Let me jump to verse 20. He said, moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her, and there's adultery. You understand? You're not supposed to. There's always get disease. There's always get STD. Because a man already got you right up in there, and you're going to put you right up in there too. There's the Most High. There's confusion. There's two different spirits up in the woman. Because when a man plant it right in there, the man plant his spirit in there. When he coming up in she, he plant his spirit in there. So you're going to put another spirit in the woman. That's why these women got so much mood change, and they got so much different attitude. Because you people going wrong. You people going contrary. Is why the Most High plaguing you with these plagues. You understand? That's why the Most High plaguing you with these plagues, because you are going wrong. Right? You understand? This is in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus, right? Chapter 39. Chapter 38. Verse 9, he said, my son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord Yahweh, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thy hand all right, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. So what's sin? Sin is a transgression of the law, right? The Most High said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor wife, right? You're not supposed to go and push it right up in your neighbor wife. You women not supposed to go and have multiple men and tell the law that you let me get it. They tell you in the law, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 17. Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughter of Israel. So when you keep laying down with multiple men, you got multiple sex partner, you welcoming all kind of STD up in you. You gonna be defiled. You gonna be infected with all kind of STD, But if you have one rat going up in you, you can be okay. You can be okay. Even if your man have another woman and he push you right up in she, you're still gonna be okay because he doing it in righteousness. In righteousness. And we can prove in the scripture that man can have more than one woman. Right? He said, there shall be no whore of the daughter of Israel, nor a sodomite of the son of Israel. And you men are, you Israelite men who are sodomite, that's why you are dying with AIDS and all kind of STD. Because you're pushing it right up in the shit tank. And you're not supposed to pop your woman in your ass, neither. That's wickedness. That's sodomite. You understand? Right? So the Most High give you straight command how to deal, how to live upright. Right? You understand? This is Romans. Right? This is Romans chapter 7. This is Romans chapter 7 verse 2. It said, for the woman which had an husband, is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. Right? So your husband is the man who take your virginity. There's your husband. The man who pop you and cut the seal. The man that cut the seal, there's your husband until death. You bound to the man until death. Right? You understand? He said, but if her husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So if your husband die, you're loose. You can have another husband. Right? Or another boyfriend or another man. Whatever you women want to call it. Right? Once your husband die, the man that take your virginity is your husband. Once he die, you free to have another man. Or if he put you away, you could go and have another man. They tell you in the law. Let me get that. Right? This is where it's called safe sex. Can't the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now with the so-called white man tell you he's the devil. He's the devil. Right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 1. When a man had taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is depart out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife, because your husband put you away. He gives you a bill of divorcement, so she could be another man's wife. You understand? So if your husband die, yeah, you could get another husband. If your husband put you away because you commit adultery on him, or you're not going to count, he wanted to go, he put you away, yeah, you could go and be another man's wife. This is perfect order. This is how the Most High set up the order. You understand? Right? So back in Romans chapter 7 verse 2. For the woman that had an husband, bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband live, she be married to another man, so while her husband live, and she having sex with another man, because sex means marry. Right? That's how a man and woman is joined together through sex. So if your husband live and the man take your virginity, and you having sex with another man, you commit adultery. That's why a lot of you women pussy is smell. A lot of you got kind of STD, kind of disease up in there, because you're doing it wrong. Right? So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. You are adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. So if your husband be dead and you go live with another man, you're not going to be called adulteress, because you have no man. You're a widow. Your husband dies, so you have another. You could get another man. You understand? So this is all about order. It's order. So this thing about wearing a condom, you understand, to save sex. You can wear a condom and still fucking another man's wife. Men can wear a condom and you fucking different men. That's not safe sex. You can still get plagued. The Most High gonna still plague you. You understand? The Most High say, if you don't hear these laws, He gonna plague you with this disease. You understand? So no condom can't save y'all. Right? You understand? Hey, Babylon noisy, boy. Babylon just full of noise by confusion. Babylon true. You understand? So hey, you get some of these precepts showing that hey, a man can have multiple wives. Right? Let me get some of these precepts and close out this lesson. Right? This is Exodus. Right? This is Exodus chapter 21, verse Salakia. Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. Let me start from verse 9. He said, and if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So if a man take another wife, right, the first wife, he can deduct your food, your raiment, you understand, and your duty of marriage. I mean, you got to continue to service she, continue to put her right up in she. You understand? Right? It's the Most High serve everything in a perfect order, and we got to follow these order to what? To escape these disease, these plagues. Right? You understand? It's a perfect order. Right? This is second Chronicles 5 and this is Second Chronicles chapter 5 verse 13. Right? No, Salakia, Second Samuel, Salakia. Right? Second Samuel chapter 5 verse 13. He said, and David took him more concubines, which is these heathen women, and wives, which is the daughter of Zion, and wives with the S, out of Jerusalem, after he was come from Hebron, and there were yet sons and daughters born to David. So a man can have multiple wives. If you look at the ratio on the planet Earth, the Most High create more women than men. Look at how men die more rapidly than women. Men is homosexual. Men in prison. Yeah, all these women out there. If you put one woman to a man, what gonna happen to the rest of women who don't have a man? What are they supposed to do? That's why the Most High put in a way that a man can have more than one woman, so you won't be lusting after another man woman. You understand? A man can have multiple sex partner, but a woman cannot have multiple sex partner. That's how the Most High set it up. That is safe sex. A man can have multiple women, but a woman can't. She can't. Right? You understand? She can't. Right? So let me close out for this one. This is Genesis. Right? Genesis chapter 29. Genesis chapter 29 verse let me start from verse 21. And Jacob said unto Laban, and Jacob is our forefather, who name changed to Israel, our forefather, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and make a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went in unto her, and Laban gave unto his daughter Zipporah his maid for handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this that thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? Right? Because he liked Rachel, right? Which is Laban's younger daughter. But here will Laban say. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country. to give the younger before the firstborn. He said, fulfill our weeks, and we will give thee this also for thy service, which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her weeks, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. You understand? So yeah, you can have more than one wife, right? You understand? Once there's one rat going up in the woman, that is safe sex. Once there's one rat going up in she, that is safe sex. Once a man going up in another man woman, that is unprotected sex. That is adultery, and is a sin to death. And the Most High gonna plague you with AIDS and all kind of STD. The Most High gonna plague you with, right? So we gotta do things the right way, right? Condom is an evil thing, right? A lot of women use condom because they don't want to get pregnant. But the Most High said, he rather the younger women marry and bear children and guide the home. You understand? This is really Most High want you women to do. You understand? Not to be out there as hoes and slut. You understand? Jumping from man to man. No. It's to bear children and guide the home. Let me get that. Right? 1 Timothy chapter 5. Right? Verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give no occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. So, hey, this is what you women got to do. You know, get your man and humble yourself. Stick with the one man, humble yourself. Right? You didn't know. You do it out of ignorance. What you got to do now? You get these information coming out now. What you got to do? You got to repent, mean turn back, turn away from those ways. You understand? Right? Turn away from those ways. Stick with one man. You men stop fucking other men, women. You understand? Get your own. There is about 20 women to one man. Right? So we gotta walk in the ordinance of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the whole safe sex thing with this we teach you in school, all is lies. You understand? Safe sex is following these last statute command to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, popping your own woman. You woman staying with your man and not jumping from man to man. Stop playing them with beasts and these dildos you're pushing up in yourself. You understand? Right? So hey, with that, let's Edification. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at great millstone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.